Hi, this is Red again. I thought I'd talk this week about the first project, I guess, that I'm working on as it relates to my writing. And it'll be a collection of loosely associated short stories. Each story, obviously, is going to be distinct and discrete, but they will share some characters. They'll certainly share locations. And yeah, I'm very interested in exploring in these stories relationships between people, but maybe even more so, decisions, that affect people's lives and, how decisions change the course of people's lives for better and for worse. I think the worse sometimes more interesting. I think I've mentioned before that one of the things that really fascinates me is how people live with the consequences of decisions that turn out badly, whether the outcome was intended or not. You have to deal with things in life where people might suffer or people might be harmed by something that you do. And again, you don't necessarily do it intentionally, or if you do it intentionally, even you may not intend for the outcome to happen, and certainly not like it sometimes does. But to me, it's really, really interesting to see how people kind of respond in those situations. And, how do you find grace? How do you find reasons to live? How do you define it, to live in society, to show up every day when there may be a tremendous amount of shame or regret that's in your case, but also judgment and disapproval and anger on the part of the people you share community with. And so I think some of these things are the kinds of stories that I'll be writing will be about characters who maybe have made a mistake or, chosen a path or, you know, uh, did something anyway that caused harm, and how did they respond? How did they try to make amends or restitution, or did they? To me, that I think that's part of our humanity that's really intriguing. And I don't have any personal experience, fortunately, being either the victim or the perpetrator of great harm. But but still, I think it's possible. And anyway, I'll be talking a little bit more about that, I think, as we go. But this collection of short stories will definitely include some of that, some of that thought, or some of those. I'll be exploring those kinds of situations, at least in some of those stories that I'm looking forward to tackling. So I'm sure I'll have more next week. I certainly hope so. And thanks.